I was looking down upon a corpse. My own corpse. I was afflicted with great despair. I decided being dragged to the place of my crucifixion. My soul crumbled. I was wholly extinguished. Indeed, I did once lose everything. However, as I faded into darkness everlasting, I heard a voice calling out to me. So, I vowed once more, that no matter how long it may take, how great the obstacles that stands in my way, or what form you may assume, I should come back for you. That I must return to that house to ask of you, please wait till this mutilated body arise there once more. Luna, how about you narrate?
The departed's consciousness, wavering like a ship at sea, was slowly drawn back to the surface.
Rachel?
With each new breath, feeling gradually returned to his fingers.
Master.
Rachel.
He could hear the pattering of rain from somewhere.
Master.
And the sound of a crackling fire.
Wake up, Master.
Creak, creak, creak.
Wake up.
Where am I?
When the departed came to, he was rocking back and forth in a rocking chair. The room was dimly lit. Aside from the flickering of the fireplace, there was no other illumination. No light shone through the closed windows. There was only the pitter-patter of rain on the glass. It was as though the whole mansion had been enveloped in darkness.
Rachel.
Oh, splendid. You have finally awoken.
Someone called out to the departed. He was about to search the room, but that turned out to be unnecessary. source of the voice was crouching beside the chair, looking up at him with emerald eyes.
Good morning, Master. Oh my, something the matter? Why do you stare at me like that? Is there something on my face? It was a surprising sight to wake up to. I didn't mean to startle you. I've simply been waiting so long for this moment. Tending to the mansion all by my lonesome, ensuring it was ready for your return, whatever that time may be. When I caught sight of you through the window, my heart fluttered. The time had finally arrived.
The window.
He was perplexed. This woman, who looked like a maid, seemed to know the departed, but he had no memory of her.
What kind of herbal tea would you like to start your day with? I have some wonderful chamomile teas. I have some wonderful chamomile leaves if you would like. Or perhaps your tastes have changed since we last met. Tell me, Master, what would you like?
Master.
I beg your pardon. I allowed myself to get too excited. But I hope you will be sympathetic, Master. I am just utterly elated that I could see you again.
Her voice, so lifeless. Though words are lively, feels so empty. I don't know why, but it's incredibly sad.
The woman appeared to be genuinely delighted that the departed had awoken, but she seemed to lack the energy typical of her age. Or perhaps life was a more appropriate word than energy. But the gloom extended beyond the maid. It seemed to encompass the entire mansion.
Not just her. The very mansion in which I sit is incredibly sad.
The plaster walls, illuminated by the fireplace, and the rose engravings in the ebony pillars felt vaguely familiar. But a crushing sense of claustrophobia overpowered that familiarity. It seemed as though the house wasn't interested in accepting the departed just yet.
I don't know who you are. I don't know anything. I do not.
That is quite the predicament. remember who you are, then who am I to serve?
The woman's face was pale, almost as though she was dead, like the departed. A faint chill ran down his spine.
The air of death suspended around her is terrifying, though she herself is not. Do I really want to know the source of this discomfort?
You are the master of this house. Though it would seem you have no memories of such. Quite the dilemma. If you know not who you are, then you are no different than a stranger to me, no?
Didn't you just say I had returned?
Indeed, you have returned. But from where? That I cannot say.
I see. I don't know either.
I am a servant of this mansion, and as such, I am familiar with the many incidents that have taken place here. I will show you the history of the house, Master. That will surely allow you to recall who you are.
The freshly awakened gears in the departed's head began to turn as he mulled things over. The maid had called him the master of this house. But without a single mirror in the room, he had no way of seeing what he looked like. Unable to decide, he reflexively nodded.
All right.
Let us be off then. And fear not. I merely entreat you not to let go of my hand. Should you hold it tightly, you need not worry about being washed away by the waves of history. No matter what happens, you mustn't let go of my hand.
Her palm. So cold. Touching her skin like this almost makes me want to cry. Why would that be?
His hand in hers, he followed the maid's lead through the hall. The air within the mansion was oppressive, as though a black miasma hovered within. The house was bleak and barren, hardly a trace of color to be found. The departed came across an open window. Beyond it lay nothing but darkness. Neither sunlight nor moonlight could be seen. There were no chirping birds, no rustling grass, no signs of life at all. Everything that would normally give color to the world had vanished entirely.
Something about this house does indeed feel familiar. Is this desolate, shadowy mansion really the place I sought to return to?
The only other presence was that of the maid. Following her lead, the departed proceeded through the mansion. After some time, they arrived at a double door, the glass within shattered. The door, once pure white, had long since faded into a dull gray. It appeared to lead to the back garden. The departed could hear children laughing on the other side.
though it is in the state you now see it, a beautiful, beautiful garden once lay beyond these doors. The owner of the time enjoyed gathering rare species of rose from all across the world. At its grandest, it seemed every flower was in constant competition for the most majestic bloom. Would you like to see this wonderful era of splendor and prosperity?
If there really are remnants of myself there,
I very much hope it is to your liking, Master.
The maid opened the doors to the back garden. A sudden gust of wind brushed across the departed's face, forcing him to close his eyes as he followed the maid out the doors. When he next opened his eyes, the world was no longer blanketed in shadows.
The mansion had an alluring air of beauty about it in that era. It was almost like something out of a fairy tale. This period of history could perhaps be described as a symphony of destruction, as cumbersome principles of old came crashing down. Freed from the day-to-day oppression of these antiquated precepts, the people seemed to hark back to the more poetic, expressive ways of old. They took these newly blossoming emotions in hand, and with them they wrote literature, painted portraits, composed theater, and found love. Even the church, which has maintained authority throughout the Middle Ages, embraced the changing times, adopting the culture's flowering sense of aesthetic. War would break out not 20 years from then, plucking the ripened era from the tree of history, but that is of no concern to us now. At the time, it was still what people referred to as the Golden Age, a period of furor for all who were there. Now, let us take a slight detour. No, we will not be changing location. This is a tale about the mansion, from beginning to end. We will, however, be moving through time. Say, about 8 years into the past. A very wealthy family lived in the house then. The mother and father, brother and sister all had distinctive, beautiful flaxen hair. I was always enamored by their hair. By contrast, mine is the color of a wet crow. See, there I am, standing around, looking rather a fool. I was happy back then. And what reason did I have not to be, afforded the opportunity to attend such a beautiful home? So I poured my heart into serving that family. Listen closely, if you would. That soft, fleeting sound that could only be a young girl singing. Can you hear it? The girl you see, cheerfully picking crimson roses and singing like a songbird, was called Nellie. Though young, she sang with elegance. Nellie was deeply fond of the house's garden, and she would often spend her afternoons there. Gorgeous roses gathered from all across the world bloomed in that garden. They were given the utmost care and even had their thorns removed. So young Nellie would not hurt herself, naturally. The light brown-haired girl carefully plucked petals from the roses, gathering up as she sang. Her voice was like music played by fairies. Nay, the sight of her was like an angel descended from heaven.
Would it help you connect to me via Parsec, Rachel?
Probably. Oh dear, please don't look at me like that. I admit I was being rather fanciful.
Still getting lag.
But what is a woman if not fanciful?
Little bird, singing night and day. For your little birdie heart, sing your woes away. Pretty flowers all around, all around the little birds. And even when the sun comes up, oh dearest Mell, I've forgotten what comes next. Are you listening?
Nellie was, as a matter of fact, not the only visitor to the rose garden that day. She always came with her older brother, Mell. The young siblings were inseparable. Mell adored his little sister, who in turn pined for his attention. The sight of the two innocent children cuddling together, not yet shackled by fear for the future, was truly heartwarming. That day, Mell was sitting in the shade of a tree reading a book. As I am sure you are aware, in their time, books could not yet be mass-produced. What he was reading had been copied by a scribe. I presume he had borrowed it from the church. The book, having passed through many hands over many years, was visibly worn, but I suppose that just speaks to its importance. It was, in fact, a Latin grammar textbook he was reading. Mell was a clever boy. He had attended church from a very young age, where a priest would instruct him in Latin grammar. So at that time, I believe he was capable of reading even advanced texts.
Oh, dearest Mell, please.
The young girl approached her brother, who was consumed by the text. In her hands, she carried a large pile of rose petals.
The
his sister's shadow overlapped with the trees, the boy still did not notice. So Nellie puffed her cheeks, thrust out her slender arms, and let the petals fall.
Ah!
Look! Your head is covered in roses, Mell.
Nellie, you got petals on the book. This isn't mine. I can't afford to let it get dirty.
It's your fault, dearest Mell. I tried to get your attention. And besides, flowers won't get a book dirty.
I must raise the white flag. When did my little lady find herself with such a sharp wit?
While waiting for you, dearest Mell. I waited and I waited, and you didn't so much as glance at me. I'll be an adult by the time you're done reading that book.
Wow, that soon?
Very soon. Mother says girls grow up fast.
She may be right. In that case, we should do something together before you're all grown up. Surely you won't play with me any longer when you become an adult.
That's not true. I'll still play with you, even when I'm grown up.
But grown-ups don't play, Nellie.
Fine. I'll stay a child forever, then.
Didn't you just say you were about to grow up?
You're so mean, Mell.
I'm sorry. Please don't pout, my little lady. How about this? To make it up to you, I'll play whatever you want today.
Really? Do you mean it? I want to play make-believe.
Make-believe?
Make-believe. I will be a princess taken captive by an evil kingdom, and you, dearest Mell, will be my valiant knight. And then you turn into a prince when you rescue me.
A knight can become a prince. Impressive.
They can. Knights and princes both have to be charming, so of course they can. Which is why it must be you, dearest Mell. No one else can be my prince or my knight.
While he may have appeared outwardly embarrassed as his rose-cheeked sister proclaimed prattingly, I am certain he was smiling on the inside. After a few moments, he meekly knelt, bringing himself to eye level with Nellie and gently stroking her soft hair.
All right then. You're my princess, Nellie.
And not just anyone's princess, dearest Mell, but yours alone. So, don't be anyone else's prince but mine, okay?
Nellie? Jeez, my princess is quite the fauna.
Is that bad? Does that make you dislike me?
Not at all. I'm proud to have you as my sister, Nellie. You mean more to me than anything in the world, my dear princess.
I love you, dearest Mell. You'll always be my prince, forever and ever.
her mood quite improved. Nellie began humming the melody of the song she had forgotten the lyrics to. Holding the skirt of her dress out from her body, the young girl pranced about the rose garden. Mell, his eyes on her back, gave a little shrug.
Oh, Nellie, don't come crying to me when you trip running like that.
But Mell was not entirely disapproving of his sister's excitement. He carefully brushed aside the petals on his book, set it in the shade of the tree, and began chasing after Nellie. They were picturesque siblings, brimming with hope. And at this time in their lives, there was nothing to jeopardize that hope. Would it not be wonderful if children could stay children forever, Master? As I see it, though, the pleasant, gentle times in our lives have a value because they come to an end. Wouldn't you agree? Time continues to flow, impartial and without exception. And as such, everyone's childhood comes to an end. Be that as it may, does time also flow at the same speed for each individual? Now, let us take a trip down the river of time. I would very much be delighted if we could remain at this point in time, but unfortunately we cannot. Please, do not let go of my hand, Master.
I'll be on my way then.
Slimey.
Oh, you usually stay for longer.
Yes, I have an errand to run today. Thank you for your time, as always. Would you like the book sometime back next week?
Next week or the week after. Hold on to it as long as you'd like.
But surely there are others who would want to use it.
None as sharp as you, Mel. Put yourself in my shoes, and you'll understand. I want to give you any advantage you can get. Oh, do you not believe me?
No, I believe you, Father. And I mean to do whatever I can to not disappoint you.
That's the spirit. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. I'm proud to have you as my pupil. Ah, yes. And Mel, do consider what we were talking about.
Going to university?
Indeed. If you do, I can introduce you to some accomplished instructors. There is very little left for me to teach you, and I believe you would make a fine priest. It's an honorable thing, Mel, to devote yourself to the service of our Lord.
I'll give it some thought. If you'll excuse me then. I'll see you again.
Our doors are always open.
Farewell. Whether it's in the service of God or in the service of the Church, it is an honorable profession. But theology... I wouldn't mind attending university, but I'm not so sure. I'd kind of like to do something different. Something more befitting of the times. As for warts, then I'm stumped. But I need to make up my mind soon. If I drag my feet for too long, even my father is liable to grow impatient. Mercy me.
Kinda.
Young sire, blessed young Osire, alms. Alms for the poor.
Ah. This beggar. If I'm not mistaken, he's been outside the church since last week.
Alms.
The way he shakes his head. I can get a glimpse of his forehead under his hood. He's completely bald. Buy yourself some bread with this.
Thank you. Thank you very much. May the Lord bless your soul.
Thanks. Lord. Oh no! Nellie's gonna be cross if I don't hurry home. Curses, it looks like it's going to rain.
Just to me.
No, anything else masters. It's the maid, Rachel.
Master? Master! Oh, thank goodness. You appear to have a firm grasp on your consciousness. I was afraid you would accidentally let go of my hand. Now, Master, a period of time I truly wish to show you. The boy reading in the rose garden was now a fine young man. Nonetheless, he still bore the same gentle eyes as before, and he would from time to time show remnants of that innocent young boy. He was, in his own mind, still making the transition into adulthood, I suspect. Mell frequently visited the church, on Sundays to participate in Mass, of course, but more often to be tutored by the priest. In addition, he also attended a private school run by eminent marquises. Though it was not a school where students had desks and sat in rows, they studied at the Marquis' estate. Secondary and higher education was not the same as it is today, and Mell was considering university. The priest wanted to recruit him to the church, but Mell was having difficulty deciding what he should do. That he had such a choice is envious, is it not?
Good afternoon. I'm here to pick up my order. Is it ready?
Slimey.
Aye, ready and waiting, young Master Rhodes.
Oh, don't call me young master, please.
I beg your pardon? Cannot seem to get me head out of the past. Your order's right here, sir.
Mell had stopped at a jewelry store in the center of town on his way back from the church. The building was both a workshop and storefront, and the nobles of the area were deeply fond of the master's wares. He was so skilled, even the royal family had commissioned work from him. As a matter of fact, the wooden sign out front was engraved with a replica as a piece of his jewelry set to be on display in the palace. As artistry flourished in the Golden Age, the number of shops selling luxurious items such as jewelry rose in kind. However, the clientele of these shops comprised a very narrow range of people.
May I have a look?
Of course, of course.
Good. It came out just as I had hoped. Splendid work.
Hehehe. can afford to disappoint a loyal customer like yourself.
An admirable work ethic. I'm sure she'll love it.
Such a kind lad, young master. My boy back home could do well to learn a thing from you. Every man ought to show women some cordiality. Coming home to a cold fireplace is a sad thing indeed.
Again, please don't call me young master.
My apologies.
I'll take this and be on my way then.
Good day. If you find yourself in need of else, just let me know. You can make any jewelry you ask for. Come to me and your sweetheart's day will be I guarantee the two of you will have all sorts of fun when you give it to her.
Please, I don't have a sweetheart.
Well, that's a surprise. I'm sure many girls are vying for your hand too, young Mr. Rhodes. A fine family, good looks, charming. And your future's all but...
I'll be on my way then. I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Good day. Come by again anytime.
Goodness. Maybe I'll say I want to study abroad or something. Patient as my father may be, that would certainly anger him. I can hear it now. You're wasting your God-given talents, boy. I could renounce my name and rank, go somewhere far away. That sounds like the kind of plan Nellie would come up with.
As he drew closer to the mansion, the rich fragrance of roses grew more prominent. Over time, this distinctive scent had led visitors to refer to the house as Rose Manor. It was also probably a play on the flaxen-haired family's last name, Rhodes, which you heard the owner of the jewelry store say just moments earlier. The mansion looked quite different than it does now, no? No thickets of ivy covering the walls, and no rotten, broken doors to be found. I wonder what the Rhodes family would think if they saw the house in its present, tragic condition. The sight of their abundantly blooming roses, a veritable symbol of prosperity, long since withered and turned into soil. My apologies. I got a little sentimental there. Let us forget for a moment about our own time.
I suppose I stayed out for too long. Oh well, the sun's still shining high in the sky. I'm sure it's... Oof!
Dearest Mell, what took you so long? Wherever have you been? I've been waiting forever!
Nellie? You're not in the house?
Nope. You were taking so long, I decided to wait by the gate. But you didn't even notice me at all. Is that any way to treat a lady? All that studying's got to your head all stuck up in the clouds.
No, it hasn't, really. Also, you're heavy. Could you please get off my back?
Heavy? I've been gradually reducing the amount of sweets I eat. And I love sweets. To maintain my figure for a new dress, and you call me heavy.
I didn't catch that. Were you saying a tongue twister?
You're such a dimwit, Mell. Jerk. Blockhead. Weakling.
And obnoxious to boot. Whatever happened to the delightful little girl who was once my sister? She'd probably throw a fit if I said that out loud. Should you really be outside, Nellie? You are the star of tonight's event.
It's fine. They can call it a birthday party, but I know it's all about fraternizing. It's obvious what Father's true motives are. He'll be gathering a bunch of boys from good families to look for someone to marry me off. Ugh, I have no interest in that at all.
Don't be like that, Nellie. They're all here for you. At least enjoy what you can of the party.
I guess. And besides, it's not completely terrible. Look at this, dearest Mell. What do you think?
What do I think? About what?
About what? Mell! My new dress! It arrived! I'm wearing it! How could you not notice?
I did notice something I hadn't seen before, but you have so many dresses, Nellie, so...
But this dress I had made just for today. Look at the colours. They're so pretty. It's the work of a renowned dyer. And this belt is just lovely. You can see how it comes together into the form of a butterfly.
Oh!
Oh, I'm just absolutely in love with it. I think I'll be wearing this dress for a while to come. So tell me, what do you think? Does it look good on me?
Yeah, it does. It's pretty. In some ways, I guess she is still a delightful little girl.
Oh, dearest Mell, I love you.
Bro, don't jump on me like that! Ah!
Oh my, you dropped something. And what have we here?
Wait, hold on. No, you can't have that yet.
Is it a present?
Give it back! I was going to give that to you later.
I knew it! It's for me! And just what could it be?
Hey, don't open it!
What's the big deal? It's going to be mine soon anyway, isn't it? I love it! A rose necklace! And this design! It's from the jeweler the royal family uses. Oh, my dearest Mell! You had this made just for me?
Oh, jeez. It defeats the purpose if you open it before the party.
happiness is always better sooner rather than later, Mel. I think I'll put it on right away. There. How does it look?
It looks lovely.
My prince is still the sweetest in all the land.
Don't make such weird noises.
Oh? But why not? A prince always knows exactly what his princess wants. And this princess wanted some rose jewelry to go with her new dress. Understand?
Jeez, I sure don't have it easy playing your prince, Nellie. It might be about time you found a new one.
A prince is a prince because you can't just find one standing on the street corner. If you want to retire, dearest Mel, you're going to have to wait another 10 years.
That's a long time.
Or if you find yourself a new princess.
I'm not so...
You're about as romantic as a rock, dearest Mel. But worry not, your adorable sister will always be your princess. What more could you want?
Are you really allowed to be the judge of that?
I mean more to you than any other girl in the world, do I not? Then that makes me your perfect princess. Hey! What's with all of that laugh and it'll all be over soon laugh? You're always telling me I mean more than anyone to you.
Yes, you do. More than anyone in the world, my beloved baby sister.
I'll take good care of the necklace. Thank you, my dearest Mel.
Well, if you're happy with it, then so am I. You're very welcome. Now, back into the house with you. Can't have a party without a guest of honor. Do you know if anyone is here yet?
No. Only imagine they'll be here soon. I imagine they'll be here soon, though. Were you down at the church again today, Mel?
Yeah, there was something I didn't know how to translate, so I went to look it up.
Wow, so diligent. Can't say I really like the priest there, personally.
Actually, I kinda feel the same way.
What? Really? Why?
Well, you know. I have my reasons.
So even you don't always like the priest, huh? Let's skip Mass on Sunday, then. We can go play.
No skipping church.
Rachel, we lose you. How about Discord? Okay. Just how you use Discord, since Parsec's not helping.
Let's see. Let me go ahead and quit it. Unfortunate. It usually helps with the lag. You saw it with your own eyes, so you know just how much she has changed. She was always a cute little girl, and she grew into an even more beautiful young woman. Though she was only 14, she was well on her way to becoming a fine lady. As for her character, well, but a girl like that has her own charms, would you not say? Drifting down the river of time, the two siblings matured into healthy young adults, but the core of their relationship did not change in the slightest. Nellie was very much attached to her brother, and as much as Mell complained, he still deeply cared for his sister. Around the time the sun had begun to set, carriages started lining up outside as well-dressed aristocrats made their way into the house. As Nellie had suspected, the majority of them were boys.
Just kick home Rachel.
I understand. You don't need to say anything more. Rose Manor, right? Okay, we'll go together. Me alone? No, please don't make me. The inhabitants of Rose Manor. Are surely living quite contented lives. And I'm sure they don't remember a thing. Historia continua. The room with the fireplace was always kept in pristine condition, so they could entertain guests at any time. Walls colorfully decorated with tapestries and stained glass windows gave testament to their great fortune. The servant's first assignment every morning was to clean this room. Pitchers, silver plates, and silverware were polished to shine, so they could be proudly put to use at a moment's notice. for events like their daughter's birthday, the room served an even more important role. The table's tops were removable, so they had ordered new tabletops with designs made especially for this occasion. And once the banquet had drawn to a close, tables speckled with half-empty wine glasses and leftover candied fruits were moved off to the side to make room for, of course, the festivities.
Luna, go for it.
Good evening, Lady Nellie. You're looking particularly lovely today. Nellie, I had these jewels cut just for you. You'll let me have this dance, won't you?
Wait.
What's the matter, Nellie? You look exhausted. These are pretty good. Want one? I know you like sweets. They're apples candied in rock sugar, I think.
You disappoint me, dearest Mell. What do you think is the matter? They just keep coming. It never ends. It's driving me up the wall. Everyone's just repeating the same lines they've been taught. They all think pretty jewels and requested arts are enough to make a girl swoon.
But I think that is true for you, Nellie. Though, why is she disappointed with me?
I think I'm done with birthday parties after this year.
They'll probably throw a bigger one for you one next year.
Huh? Why?
Well, you know. You're about that age, Nellie. We are a reasonably distinguished family, and there are a number of different houses that would like to have a connections with us. So,
What you're saying is, do it for the family.
no, that's not.
I won't date or marry anyone. I have no interest in being used as a pawn in their inter-family politics.
Pawn? I wouldn't go that far. And I'm sure Father wants to let you choose yourself. You know, someone you actually love.
Love? I never thought I would hear you talking about love, dearest Mell. You don't even understand what makes Shakespeare's plays so beautiful. And you're talking about love.
You
fell asleep during Romeo and Juliet, and you're talking about love! We went all the way to the Globe Theatre too.
Well, pardon me for being ignorant when it comes to romance and the arts. But you're not, Nellie. Shakespeare's make-believe story made you cry like a baby.
Anyone would cry at that. You'd have to be crazy to sleep through it.
That's not what I'm saying. Someone as emotionally vibrant as you, Nellie, would have no problem finding love.
Ah, dearest Mell. We should dance.
Lady Nellie, could I have this?
Let's dance, dearest Mell.
What? Me?
Wait up!
Come on, I really like this song.
Quit pulling on me, Nellie! What's the point of us dancing? We're siblings! Mother and father are staring daggers at us.
No matter. What day is today, dearest Mell?
Your birthday.
Exactly. So I can do what I want. Now, attend to your princess, as a proper prince should.
Oh, jeez, how did I get myself into this?
Nellie's skirt fluttered along with her as she stepped in time to the music. She was not only a skilled singer, but a skilled dancer as well. Mell, on the other hand, fumbled over his own feet trying to keep up. One would be hard-pressed to describe his dance ability as good, even as flattery. Though boys of his pedigree were taught to dance as part of their etiquette lessons, he found himself more being dragged around by his sister. He could hardly be said to be attending to her.
This is humiliating.
Because his parents had been hands-off in raising him, largely giving him free rein to study and learn what he pleased, Mell looked like a tangled-up marionette. From throughout the hall, he could hear giggling, uncomfortable chuckling, and people coughing to disguise their laughter.
Come now, dearest Mell. If this is the best you can manage, what are you going to do when you find a girl that catches your eye?
I won't, so it doesn't matter.
Follow my lead, Mell. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Nellie alone enjoyed her time dancing with her brother, and quite thoroughly at that. It did not matter to her that he moved awkwardly or that the guests were giving them cold stares. It was their parents who first cracked under the pressure. Just as their father was about to give an exaggerated cough and stop the music, a ruckus suddenly swelled up near the entrance.
What could that be?
Who knows? Whatever's going on, I've been spared.
the music came to a stop, and the party guests began bustling. Siblings' fathers spoke up sternly above the noise in order to quell the spreading commotion. He ordered the servants to investigate, had the music restarted, gave a short apology for the interruption, and set the party back on course. I went to go check on the entrance with the other servants, as I recall. Oh my. Why are you looking at me like that? These are not my memories, but those which dwell within the mansion. Do you think we should be following what happens next from my perspective, then? That is not what confused you? Well, your questions shall be answered in time. In time. Now, let us return to our tale. Though the party had fallen still for a moment, their father's decisive actions restored the guest festive mood in short order. So it was not, by any means, the commotion that caused the ball to conclude earlier than planned.
Oh dear, I hear thunder.
It was rather loud, too. Sounds like we're having quite the storm brewing.
They lived in a country where the weather was nothing if unpredictable. Rain was a frequent occurrence there. The stretches of time with clear skies grew longer as summer approached, but the weather was still somewhat unstable on the cusp of the two seasons. They had a strong wind that night as well, which turned the raindrops into little spears on the window. Were the party to continue on any longer, no one would have been able to go home. Although their father was quite concerned that Nellie had not gone on with any of the aristocrat boys, he decided to cut the festivities short.
Thank goodness. It ended early. How lucky I am. This must be a blessing for always being such a good gal.
I'm not sure having your own birthday party cut short counts as lucky.
But it was no fun. I can't help it if I'm not enjoying myself. And for heaven's sake, Arthur was here. I had no interest in dancing with that dunce.
Arthur? Who's that again? Someone who was here?
Unbelievable. You don't remember anything, do you, dearest Mell? He came over to play a few times when we were little. He's covered in gross freckles, and he's a huge jerk. He said my hair looks like the color of fallen leaves. Fallen leaves! Just thinking about that ugly smirk has me fuming. And yet he acts like nothing happened. He even calls me Lady Nellie. For goodness sake. Are you listening, dearest Mell?
I'm listening, I'm listening. I wonder what the ruckus was earlier.
Ugh. You weren't listening, were you? Who cares about that?
Sorry, but aren't you curious? It probably wasn't another guest, at least.
Maybe a cat sneaked in?
You think so?
I do. But enough about that. Would you like to play cards in my room, dearest Mell?
Seriously? I'm exhausted though.
It's not even that late.
Oh, fine. Something feels kind of off. Cats? I want to go check.
Come on, hurry up.
Hold on. You don't need to drag me, Nellie.
My birthday isn't over yet, so you're not done attending to me.
Oh, Nellie. The rain just won't let up. Can't sleep. I wonder what the commotion earlier was about. Oh, for goodness sake. It's all this storm's fault. That's why I can't sleep. I'm just fretting over nothing. I'm sure Nellie was right. It was just a cat. Maybe a dog. Can't sleep. I hardly ever have this much trouble falling asleep. What could this feeling be, I wonder? It's not quite foreboding. Walking around the house this time of night isn't going to help anything. But I'm not going to fall asleep just lying here.
The only sounds that can be heard in the dark corridors were the sharp pitter-patter of the rain, his footsteps, and his breathing. Though he was intimately familiar with the layout of the house, he always felt like an endless labyrinth of hidden shadows. No moonlight shone through the window, so he naturally found himself moving cautiously, despite being in his own residence. Keeping the palm of his hand pressed up against the chilly wall, he put one foot in front of the other. Where was he supposed to head? Mell, of course, had no way of answering that question himself. Guidance from above. The path to his destination, lit by flashes of lightning. Perhaps something else leading him along. Though he progressed with a fair bit of hesitation and a step, Mell was slowly but surely drawing nearer to one room in particular. His way the seemingly endless halls. Past the living room, his fireplace long since cold. Into another corridor. And and stopped outside in Abigail's bedchamber. The dim glow of a lamp spilled through the cracks in the door. A gust of wind is not necessary to make a flame flicker. A person's movements or vibrations in the air from someone speaking. The slightest of motions can cause the light of a fire to quiver. Shifting subtly, as though nudged by an invisible fingertip.
I can see light from inside. Is she still awake? Voice.
He seemed to be hesitating. It would not be difficult for him to approach the door and peer inside. But he had reservations about peeping in on another's chambers, even if it was his own house. Moreover, this room was assigned to a woman. There was a woman behind that door. What would you do, Master, in this situation? Would you succumb to your curiosity and gaze inside? Or would you respect the owner's privacy?
I shouldn't be doing this. But the voice feels like it's calling to me? Or someone else?
Yes, me. Could sense someone watching me at that moment. He had succumbed to his curiosity. He stood on the other side of the door from me, his flaxen eyes open wide, trying to remain as invisible as possible. The wavering in his heart seemed to create faint ripples in the air, which I pretended not to notice. Yes, I knew he was there. I could sense his presence and his wavering emotions. However, I could not begin to speculate as to his true feelings, or how great a surprise this was to him. I too am discovering new facets of this tale by viewing it through the eyes of the mansion. But it is not I who is of concern, Master. It is you. You and...
I know I shouldn't be doing this. I should be ashamed of myself. But I can't look away.